Mario, what was the most difficult thing for this 40th edition?
The 14th editions of the festival.
This one, yeah.
Oh, no, all of them.
All of it?
Yes, all of them, because every year is a year. Each year is a new project. We must discover the new audiences, the new directors, the new concepts of filmmaking. From where comes the most creative concepts of filmmaking, and that's why all over the years we discover films from, I don't know, films from Portugal, films from New Zealand 30 years ago, films from Korea in the past, in the how can I say, the old period where we could not see a kiss between two of the actors, and after that, after the big, how can I say, the new revolution, where the filmmakers began to have began to have all the freedom to do what they want to do, mainly with sex, if I can say so, but with themes very metaphorical concerning the situation of the South Korea and the relations with North Korea and so on. The most recent years, and I'm talking about the past 15 years, continue to discover films from India, from Philippines, from countries that in the past we never thought about them, and nowadays we see that those cinematographies appears in all the festivals in the world, the festivals paid by the state, and the ones that they don't have any kind of problems to solve, if we can say this in a very free way, because in our case it's different. We are independent. We are not. We are supported by the state. We are supported by town hall, but it's not enough. Not enough. Anyway, I believe the festival has prestige, if you can say that. International image, which is very strong, and we received, for example, this year around 70 films from 70 countries. We have 36 countries represented in the official selections, and this is at the same time important because when we invite, for example, the directors of the films to come to Porto, theoretically, Porto is a very small town. It's in a country that many people almost don't know, but at the same time they come. We have 70% of the films that we screen in competition this year. We have directors or actors or actresses or producers that come here, and it's for us is an honor to know that the image of a festival that I think is a very good festival. The selection, I think, is very good, but at the same time, I believe that many times the producers could choose other big events, for example, to make world openings of the films, and they do those world openings in Porto too, which is everything. It's in a certain way strange, and is an honor for us to arrive to a point where we began with a very small event, and now it's not a big event, but with all the difficulties and not very good conditions we have to do the festival we want to do, we continue to organize an event, deliver something that is important and has a good image and international image.
Mario, in those 40 years, what's the most funniest moment in your festival memory? What was funny? What was terrible too?
No, terrible nothing.
Good. All right. What was
terrible? Except one thing. It was a director. I don't know the name of the guy. It was a guy from Poland that came here in the second or third year of the festival, and we have an hotel. It was not really. It was a normal hotel, but it was a 3-star hotel, not. An amazing hotel. They arrived there, look at the hotel, he picked the taxi and went away. So forget it, I don't care. Okay. But the guy called Piotr Shulkin.
All right.
It was a Polish director, I always remember his name.
Revenge. Now, something funny.
Something funny, so many things. For example, in the old theater, screenings announced in the same day screenings announced in a newspaper for screenings announced for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry, cut.
Yes, start again.
For example, in old theater, we have screenings till very late, till 4 o'clock in the morning, till I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning. But once we made one special screening, a film that appeared last moment, it was Stargate. That a Portuguese distributor asked us in the middle of the festival if we want to screen the film. We didn't have space to put the film, so we announced a film for 5 o'clock in the morning, and we will have the theater completely full. And when people leave the theater, we gave a breakfast to them because of they have bread and coffee to drink when they left the theater. So, but there are a lot of stories, but much more strange that I cannot tell you.
Oh, yeah, that's the one we want to know about.
Even voodoo in rooms with a Chilean a team from Chile of one film that make.
They played voodoo to win the prize?
No, they make. I don't know what they want to do, but anyway, it was a kind of a fire in the room.
Oh no! And any trouble in the projection? Like I've seen that happen.
Yes,
the bulb goes boom,
with the digital, of course, there are several problems that many times, and the problems are divided for several things. For the producer, the director, the guy that is going to make the screening, the files that are not correct, they forgot one file or 2 files, or I don't know. There are a lot of small problems that must be solved at last moment, and the keys for the DCPs and things like that.
Kind of
everything is a problem.